Hello everyone. Let me explain about the XML. First of all, let us know what is meant by an XML and what purpose we are going to use the XML and what are the goals of the XML. Here, XML is nothing but extended markup language. It is a text document which is mainly used for distributing the data on internet between different applications. It is not only used in the web, but it also has been applied to wireless devices, communications, exchange of data, etc. Coming to the goals of the XML, XML will be used for it supports a wide range of applications. It is compatible, easy to write programs in the XML concept. XML documents will be easy to create. The design of the XML will be formal and concise. XML document should be human readable and XML design should be prepared quickly. These are some of the goals of the XML. Coming to the benefits of the XML, first benefit is easy data exchange. Easy data exchange is nothing but it is one of the great things about the XML, and it allows easy sharing of data between different applications. Next is self describing data. When we look at an XML document, it is very easy to figure out what's going on. Third one is create our own languages. XML allows us to specify our own markup language for our own specific purpose. Some existing XML based languages include banking industry technology secretariats, banking internet payment services, etc. XML is fully compatible and it can be combined with any applications. It is portable, which can move from one platform to other platforms easily. It is platform independent language. It is vendor independent and system independent. While data is being exchanged using XML, there will be no loss of data even between systems that use totally the different formats. Coming to the XML syntax, an XML file consists of various files. The syntax consists of the following parts like XML declaration, comment, root element, opening tag, child elements, and content, root element, closing tag. Coming to the first part, that is XML declaration, it indicates that the document is written in XML and it specifies which version of XML is used, and it must be on almost always on the first line of the document. It also specifies the language encoding for the document. See, this is a line which denotes that we have used the XML declaration in our documents. The way of declaring this XML is, say, question mark XML, version I have given, and encoding. So version and encoding are the attributes which are used in this XML declaration. Coming to the root element, all the XML documents must have one root element. All the elements must be nested in this root element. The first tag which always appears in the document will be the opening tag of the root element. The first element of the document will call it usually as the root element. According to this example, books is considered as the root element. Coming to child elements, the elements that are contained within the root element are called child elements. XML tags are similar to XHTML and they always start with the opening angle bracket and end with the closing angle bracket. There are three types of tags. One is the start tag, end tag, and empty element tag. So opening and the closing tags are collectively known as tag pair. XML tags follow some rules like the tags must be nested properly, tags are case sensitive, they must have beginning and end. Coming to the element, the content between the start tag and the end tag, including the tag, is called the element. Including the content is called the element. It can contain the other child elements. So here a book is one of the element which is treated as a child of the books. Title is a child of the book. And coming to the attributes, attributes is nothing but an extra information provided to the element. It is a name value pair placed within an opening tag which provides extra information about the element. Here, book is one tag, type is an attribute for the tag book, and technical is the value provided for the type attribute. And make sure that all the values of the attribute are enclosed within the double quotation marks. Comments. We know that comments are non-executable statements. All XML comments usually begin with angle bracket, exclamatory mark, two dashes, and end with two dashes followed with the closing tag. So this is an example I have given for the comment. This is about XML, that is a comment. Root element closing tag. Next, the last tag of the document will be the closing tag of the root element. Example, in the beginning I have shown you books. Books is treated as the opening tag or the root element of the XML document, and wherever that element for prefixed with the slash appears, that shows the ending of the root element. Coming to XML syntax rules. So these are some of the rules to be followed while using the XML concepts or XML declarations in the document. All the XML documents must have a root tag. As I told you, the first tag of the document will be treated as the root tag. And XML is case sensitive. So the tags which are defined in the beginning, the same name has to be used. All the XML elements must have a closing tag. All the XML elements must be properly nested. Attribute values must always be within the quotation marks. Elements can be nested. XML restricts the use of certain characters also. These are some of the rules to be followed. Next, here I have given some list of special characters and the replacement characters which are used in the XML document. First column represents the character and second column represents the replacement characters for the given character. For the ampersand, instead of using ampersand directly in the XML documents, it has to be replaced with ampersand AMP semicolon. In the same way, apostrophe, so ampersand APOS semicolon, double quotes, ampersand quote semicolon, and while using the greater than, we know that in the XHTML or HTML or XML documents, greater than and less than symbols represents the opening and the closing tag. So these, whenever we are representing the less than and the greater than, at the time instead of writing that symbol, we have to represent with ampersand LT and ampersand GT. Rules for naming the tags in the XML. The first character of each tag name must be a letter or underscore but not numbers. So none of the names should start with the number. it should start only with either the alphabet or the underscore. Once if the first character is finished, the second from the second character onwards, it can follow with the any other character, that is alphabet or underscore or a digit. Tag names cannot contain space. That means we should not use any other special characters except the hyphen in the tag names. Coming to XML C data. See, C data is used about text data. It should not be parsed by the XML parser. The characters, as earlier I told you, that is ampersand, greater than. If you use those symbols directly in the document, they will generate an error since they have some predefined meaning in the XML or HTML document. To avoid such errors, script code can be defined as CData. So, everything, whatever we have written within the CData section will be ignored by the parser. So, the declaration of the CData syntax is as follows. Always it starts with angle bracket, exclamatory mark, square bracket starts. Then we have to mention CData. Next, a bracket, square bracket, double quotes, followed with the content, close the square bracket, again close the CData, square bracket, angle bracket closed. So this is the general syntax of making use of the CData within the XML document. So whatever we have written within this CData will be treated as the same what the meaning, a predefined meaning they have. That means inside the data we can use greater than symbol for greater than, less than symbol for less than, the conditionals or ampersand symbols like that, etc. Yeah. So these two terms are important in the XML, that is well-formed XML document and valid XML document. Surely they will ask you what is the difference between the well-formed and valid XML document. So coming to the well-formed is nothing but a document that conforms to the XML syntax rules. So the document which is prepared by following the XML syntax rules is known as well-formed XML document. Valid XML document. It is a well-formed XML document which conforms to the rules of a DTD. That is, it follows the well-formed rules, that is XML syntax rules. Also, it conforms to the rules of the DTD also. So such type of documents are known as valid XML document. Here DTD stands for document type definition.